Hi, my name is Mike Conley. I'm a longtime property manager here in the East Bay. And in this short video, we're going to be answering the question, should I offer my tenant a longer term lease? I often have tenants say, Mike, I'm willing to sign a 2-year lease. And I have owners ask me sometimes, Mike, is it wise to go with a longer term lease, longer than 12 months? And so we're going to look at the pros and cons, starting with longer than 1 year. Let's say a 24-month lease is requested by the tenant. Well, obviously the benefit to a longer term lease is that you're going to have less risk of vacancy. If they sign a lease for 2 years, chances are they're going to be there for at least 2 years. If they sign a 12-month lease, there's that possibility that they'll leave after 12 months and you'll have a period of vacancy. So you have a less risk of vacancy with a long-term lease. That's the obvious benefit. However, here are the risks. Number one, you're locking yourself in at a rental rate for the full term of the lease. Now, rents can plateau, they can go up, they can even go down here in the East Bay. And so by locking yourself into a rental rate, you could be costing yourself maybe $50, $100 a month that second year by locking in a fair market rent for the first year. But more importantly, you could be locking yourself into a less than ideal tenant. That's what I don't like about a 24-month lease. And I'm not talking about a tenant who doesn't pay their rent on time or who's violating the lease in some other way. Those are very easy to correct. But I'm talking about a tenant that has a lot of maintenance issues, is a complainer, just generally not pleasant to deal with, kind of a bully. Those types of tenants I don't want for 24 months, and neither should you. So you could be locking yourself into a less than ideal tenant. Now, timing is everything with a lease. So what time of the year is the lease being signed? For instance, we always want to time our leases so that they expire in May, June, or July. Those are the busiest months of the season when we have less vacancy, a lot of people looking for homes, and they're willing to pay a little bit more during those months. So if we have a lease expiring in December or November, we want to then re-sign the lease for 18 months so that it expires during these months, May, June, or July. So when that lease expires in May, June, or July, then we re-up the lease at 12 months, always expiring around the middle of the year, not November or December when you have turkeys and Christmas trees. Not many people are looking for homes during those winter months. So you want to time your lease that way. Then also, we don't like a lease to lapse and go month to month after the first year, because a month-to-month lease always favors the tenant. It gives them maximum flexibility to leave whenever they want with 30 days notice. So they could leave during the winter months and kind of make it difficult for you to re-rent the property. That's why in our lease, if the tenant requests to go month to month after the first year, they can. It's an option for them, but they're going to be paying 10% more in rent. So instead of their rent being $3,000 a month on a 1-year lease, it's $3,300 month to month, because that financial cushion is what you're going to need if they depart in the winter months. So that's kind of the strategies that we employ regarding our leases. A copy of our lease is available under Inquiring Owners on our website. Feel free to download it. And if you have any questions at all, give me a call, Mike, at 510-996-3238. Good luck and good landlording.